So, one of the traps of being an entrepreneur is that you're constantly comparing yourself to others. Now, I know it's bad, and we all know the quote, comparison is a thief of joy. But if you've done any sports in your life, then you understand that everything is so competitive, especially in sports and especially in entrepreneurship. Now, in entrepreneurship, especially when you see someone younger than you or around about the same age as you doing better financially or in their business, it kind of pisses you off and it keeps you competitive and it drives a hunger inside of you. Now, comparison is a thief of joy, but at the same time, comparison keeps you hungry, keeps you motivated, and it keeps you pushing further. So, by the way, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Zane. I help creators and coaches build up personal brands, and I monetize their audiences by creating their funnels for them. Now, in the link in the description, you can sign up to my email newsletter where I talk about copywriting, marketing, personal branding, and anything to get you started with your own personal brand. Now, one of the reasons why I believe that many of us start entrepreneurship is because of insecurity. Well, it's insecurity in my instances, and it may be the same for you guys. And the reason I say it's dependent on you guys because it's dependent on the environment that you are in at the moment. So I'll give you an example. In my area, I've got people in my local gym, in my local, estates area, where people have a large social media following. So I'm talking about 1 million, 2 million, 500,000, 200,000 across all platforms. Now, I'm not saying it because I'm jealous, but I'm saying it because it's kind of creating a hunger inside of me to also do the same. And I don't want to be left behind, right? In fact, I'm very grateful for the environment that I'm in. I don't know, maybe it's God's plan, maybe God put me in this environment, but essentially I'm surrounded by people with large social media followings. And so I'm compelled to do the same. And the reason is because I don't want to be left behind, I don't want to be a nobody, and I want to beat everyone around my environment. This alone creates a competitive nature within your mind, just by putting yourself in the right environment. And I think another reason why, let's just say many of us do entrepreneurship or start a social media following or start a personal brand is because we see someone else who is less smart than us or is less something else than us that is doing way better than us financially, physically, in relationships. And it kind of pisses you off because you know you can do the same, but you're not. And so now you have to start to prove a point to yourself that, they're no better than you. And while they're succeeding, you're sitting there just a freaking nobody. While they're earning money online, they're traveling and doing everything. And you kind of feel like a bum, right? Now, this comparison should piss you off. It shouldn't make you jealous, but it should piss you off. It should piss you off to push you in the right direction, to start your own business, to start your own social media following, to start a personal brand and create your own life of freedom. So in my situation, it really pissed me off. And hence why I'm doing all this and reading all these books and starting this social media, starting this YouTube channel, started creating content on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you notice, the key driver for most entrepreneurs is pain. Pain is a greater motivator than gain, right? In sales, they always say that pain is much stronger than gain. And gain basically means you're trying to achieve your desired life. The reason we do things and the reason we are forced to do things is because there's a fire up our ass, right? It's that pain. We don't want to feel that emotional pain anymore. So our mind does anything it can to get itself out of that situation. Or another word of gain, I should say, is pleasure, right? Pain is a much greater motivator than pleasure. And the pain in this circumstance is being broke and being a fucking nobody while you see people out there with 1 million followers, 2 million followers, even if you just walk down the street or go to your local gym and it just pisses you off, right? That's the pain in my situation. And this lights a fire up my ass, right? To build anything that I can, to surpass everyone in my area, to gain a social media following and to prove a point to not only me, but to them and just say, here I am, look at me, I'm the fucking G. Is it ego driven? Yes, it kind of is ego driven, but I think this ego is what's needed to force you to take action and do something with your life. So I think entrepreneurship is a blessing and a curse at the same time. Now, the reason it's a blessing is because you are bettering yourself in the process, achieving your desired life, achieving your goals, and it can be very, very fulfilling, right? Because you're not having the same life as the 99% of the population. You're different. Makes you feel special. But at the same time, it's a curse because you're constantly comparing yourself to others. There's always someone doing better than you. You know, there's always a fucking Chinese kid doing way better than you at something, right? You can never be the best. And you're always striving for the impossible, which means you're always striving to be better, which means you're also trapped in your own head a lot of the time, right? So this is what I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. Now, if you're watching up to this point, it basically means you see this as relatable, right? Something that I've said relates to you. But essentially, I'm just sharing my thoughts, sharing what's on my mind, and just telling you guys, basically. So, you know, like I said before, you can sign up to my email newsletter, which is a link in the bio. It's the first link. It's free. Nice free resources just for you guys. And you'll get daily emails every weekday. So I take a break on the weekends, basically, because I'm chilling. Anyway, so yeah, I'll talk to you soon. See you tomorrow. Peace.